Hey, what's up, everyone? All right, got my first question, and it was about what is a low float stock and why it's important. So, basically, a float refers to the regular shares that a company has issued to the public. And, you know, the float is important because it's an important number for investors because it indicates how many shares are actually available to be bought and sold by the general public, like traders like me and you. So you might say, what's significant about that? Okay, let me show you or give you some examples. Let's take Bank of America, right? You look at Bank of America. This stock trades millions of shares. It's like almost 100 million shares a day. Okay? But look at their float. It's 10 billion. That is the number that the general public can trade any given day. Now you look at it on the chart. Bank of America barely moves. I mean, you might see a couple cents here and there. I mean, 10, 20 cents throughout the day, but it's not going to move much because the float is so huge, 10 billion shares. I mean, it might move. There's significant, some kind of news, something happens, and then, everybody's going to start dumping. But if you look at a stock like, let's see, I'll give you an example, Yusu. Damn computer, come on. Alright, this stock I traded it this month, but let's check out this float here, 4.5 million. This stock, I mean, when I traded it, this sucker went up like crazy. Look at this. Just give you an example. This day here in July, it went from $6 all the way up to $15. I mean, that's crazy. That's a lot of points that it trades in a day. So it gives you a lot of range, and it's very volatile. The lower the float, very volatile it is, and it's very risky too. You got to be careful. Let me give you another example. Yeah, I traded this stock a couple days ago, but look at this. It went from $5 to over $10 in one day. I mean, that's crazy, right? You don't see a lot of stocks doing that, but if you look at the float, let's see how much it has. 750,000. That's nothing. If you trade 1 million, 2-3 million shares of this stock in a day, the float will actually rotate 2 or 3 times, meaning the shares will trade hands 2 or 3 times throughout the day. And lower the float, the more it's going to move. I mean, stocks like, let's see, Ford, very popular stock, right? 3.5 billion. I mean, we can barely move this stock. You might see a couple pennies out the day, Microsoft. I mean, I'm just picking popular companies because this is just to give you an example. Float 7.6 billion. This stock is not going to move. I mean, if you look at, let's see, Netflix. Float 58 million. Awesome. This is like a anything under 100 million, great. Because a daily volume is like 2-3 million for this stock, and everybody knows Netflix moves like crazy. Look at the range on this thing. Look at this day right here. It went from 324 to almost 60 points in a day. That's crazy. I mean, if you play it right, you can make a lot of money. That's a lot of points. I mean, usually Netflix moves, LinkedIn, but anytime you're trading a stock, look at the float, because that's going to tell you how volatile it is, and look at the average daily volume for it. It'll tell you, if it has 1 million shares, it's traded daily, and it has, maybe 5-6 million shares on the float, maybe 10 million, 15 million. I mean, the stock is going to move, and that's the type of stocks we want to look at, because we don't want to play stocks that don't go anywhere, right? We want to play stocks that move, and you want to get in, make your money, get out. Other companies, okay, I'll give you an example of, traded this not too long ago. Look at this. This is a runner. This thing runs 2 or 3 times a year, but went from $2 to over $6. I mean, $4 or $5 in a day. I mean, you know, that's the type of stocks that we want. Give you another example. OCLS. We just traded this one. Look at this. Actually gapped from $2 and opened at 4, went all the way up to 7. Let's check out the float on this sucker. $5.5 million on the float, and it trades for the last 10 days. Has been trading $3 million a day, so you know this thing is gonna move. So, and you know, it doesn't have to have 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 million on the float. It could be 100 million, you know, 50 million, 60 million. Could be over 100 million, but the important factor is there has to be volume to make stock move, and that's key, because the volume plus the float, you know, it goes together and moves the stock. So hopefully I answered your question on what a float is and how it can be used to trade stocks, and you know how you can evaluate how volatile a stock is. So hope that helps.